Hi guys, today I am doing a get ready with me ugly sweater Christmas party edition. Ugly Christmas sweater party edition? First things first, let's on. Okay, so I am starting with some primer oil on my face. It's really dry this time of year, so I use a primer oil instead of a normal primer. And then after that, I'm going to take care of my under eye bags and then some foundation. And I'm just applying this with my beauty blender. I don't use a brush in the winter because I find that it makes my foundation too heavy and too cakey, and I do have combination skin, so I like to use the beauty blender instead. Then I'm going to do some concealer and powder in not this order. Concealer first underneath my eyes. Sorry you can see my mirror in this. I was not filming very aware of the camera, so you're gonna see this in a lot of this video. But first I do some under eye concealer just with my fingers, and then I'm going to set that with the powder. A little bit of powder on my face, not too much. And then I'm going to add some color back into my face with this Smashbox blush. I'm doing this middle color and just doing it on the apples of my cheeks and blending out. Then I'm going to add some highlighter because I do feel like my skin is really dry right now, so I need a little bit of shimmer back in there to make me look like I am alive and healthy this holiday season. Then I'm going to do some eyeshadow primer before my shadow because I am using a really bright shadow, starting with white. This is Sugarpill. Sorry, it's blurry. I'm just using this as a highlight before I do my bright green, so just on the inner corners of my eyes and then right underneath my brow bone. So once the highlight is done, I'm going to use this bright green Kat Von D eyeshadow, and I'm going to really pack it onto that eyeshadow primer. Do not be afraid to pack this stuff on. It's got kind of a cool shimmer, but I'm putting glitter over the top of it anyways, so it doesn't really matter. And then I'm going to use my other brush and just put a little bit underneath my eyes just to make this more of a smoky eye with this green, and then I'm blending it out into a cat eye. And taking a little break. Yay! Back to my makeup, I am going to use this NYX glitter glue and glitter, and I'm first going to apply the glue just with my fingers on top of that shadow, and then I'm going to pack the glitter on top of the glitter glue. You want to make sure you use a glue. Then I'm going to use this glitter, which already is liquid, and I'm just doing this on the inner corners of my eyes to brighten everything up a little bit. So once my glitter is done, I'm going to put some brows on, and this is just Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade. I'm just applying my brows as I always do. Nothing special here. And then I'm going to use Schwing by the Balm. I'm sorry, the label is gone. And I'm just going to apply this, again, as I always do, just my normal winged cat eye eyeliner. And just take extra care when you're doing this on top of glitter because it's a little bit tougher to get a really heavy coat of it, so you kind of have to go even heavier. And maybe a drink of wine, who knows. So now I'm going to use this Bobbi Brown pencil, and I'm just using this on my waterline, so my upper waterline and also my lower waterline, and this is just going to sort of close my eyes up a little bit. And then I'm just going to use mascara. You can use whatever mascara you want because I'm using fake eyelashes, and I'm going to do a good coat on my bottom lashes as well. Then I'm going to apply these House of Lashes on my eyeballs. And now it's time for some hair. So to start with, I am using a heat protectant spray on all of my hair, and then I'm just going to brush it through my hair to make sure it's all set in there. Then I'm going to part my hair really far on the side, as far as you can. Then I'm going to take this little tapered curling wand, and I'm just wrapping my hair around the wand. And I'm going section by section, starting on the bottom sections of my hair because it's just a little bit easier to see what you're doing, and you're not pinning these curls, so you're just a little bit more accurate when you start at the bottom, and you can get really small sections this way as well. So I'm going all the way to the top, and it doesn't really matter which direction you do these either. You don't have to do them in the same direction like you do with vintage curls because we're not brushing them out into waves. We're just gonna kind of make a sort of big messy puff on the top of our head. So once all the curls are done, you're just going to run your fingers through your hair just to sort of loosen them a little bit, and then I'm going to start with the teasing, and I'm just doing small sections in the front, just like I do for my vintage styles. So I'm going to just tease across the whole front, and then I'm just going to tease one little section at the crown of my head, and that should be enough to give you enough volume for the pins to stick. So then I'm going to use a little bit of this pomade on the back of my hair, and I'm going to sort of smooth and pin just like I do with the poodle, but you don't have to be sort of as accurate because this is a messy style. So just make sure you pin all the way across the back of your hair, and then once the back of your hair is done, you can start working on the front section. So I'm just kind of pinning where it seems like pins should go. There's no real rhyme or reason to this. I'm just putting enough pins in so that my hair feels secure, that it doesn't fall out throughout the night. And then once the pinning is done, make sure that you spray with a lot of hairspray, because this is a really messy style. So if you don't really set it with hairspray, it's going to move. So once that is done, I'm going to slap on some red lipstick, put this Fascinator in my hair, and put on this horribly ugly sweater, and ta-da, I'm done. I hope you guys like this. Merry Christmas. I'm really excited for what's coming up in the new year, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Be sure to check out these other videos that I have posted to see more of my wackiness. And if you want to see even more of my wackiness, be sure to subscribe for all things that are vintage and retro and general silliness.